Hi guys, just going to show you a video on the pre-match trading tool from prematchtrading.com. It's the PMT tool, the award-winning PMT tool, voted the best trading product for 2 years running from one particular review site that can be found on our site. So we just open this game up, going to have a quick look at it. Kicks off in about 40 minutes. Opportunities when it's blue in colour to back at the lay price, so we look to back this at 10.5 on Betfair once matched, lay off at 10s. When it's in red pink, then that's the opposite. We're saying that the 2-2 currently on Betfair is too low, so you'd look to lay that at the back price of 16. And once matched, then you'd trade out a tick, maybe two ticks higher. So we have Pinnacle, we have SBO Bet, Max Bet, and Spreads. Spreads normally good for the day before, evening before. Pinnacle, hour and two right up to kickoff. SBO Bet is for Asian trends, Asian markets. That's what the prices they currently have. And Max Bet is another bookies. So you can see the times that they update. It's quite important an hour before kickoff. All of the liquidity is obviously piling in. It's a Sky game, so it'll be live on TV. Opportunities currently we're looking at. The under 2.5 has been pretty sort of consistent over the last 20-30 minutes. The over 3.5 is currently low on Betfair. PMT has 3.5, 3.5, 3. The over 1.5 looks low as well. So what we're going to do is we submitted a £300 lay at 3.3, and what we're going to do is we're going to be a little bit cheeky here and try and jump to the front of the queue. So basically we've submitted £500, 500 lay. Our liability is 160. So basically let's just set this up so that once I'm actually matched at that particular price, if I then lay my £160 stake, the current under 1.5 lay price, then I'd have a loss of £12. But let's just be a little bit clever here. If we move that down to 4.1, you can see the gap. We'd have a 4-point profit. If we move it down to 4s, which is the current back price, and we get matched to that price, then we just made a £20 profit. Now, that probably doesn't sound a great deal, but if you do as we do, recycle the same sort of money, £500, £800, £1,000, 4 or 5 times before kickoff, that money soon adds up, that money soon accrues. So we're saying that basically as soon as we get matched at the 1.42, 1.32 price, then we will look to lay off under 1.5. We'll put it in at 4.0, but all the time we have to keep an eye on the prices in the match odds and the under 2.5. They are the markets that dictate the prices in the other markets. They're the most liquid markets, and therefore when they move, when their prices change, that affects prices in the correct score and the other under overs. So we're keeping an eye on the under 2.5, because what we'll see is if this price actually goes up, if this rises, then that will mean that this price here will also rise and this price here will go down, and that is not what we want. We actually need the price of the under 2.5 to come down. But firstly, obviously, we need to get matched. We're front of the queue, so you know there's nothing in our way. There's a little gap here, 1.33. So it's important to keep an eye on the prices in the other markets. and what these big boys are doing when they update, what they update. So SBO bet have just dropped a little bit. Pinnacle have just dropped a little bit. So that's actually good for us. That's exactly what we want to see. So as soon as we're matched, we're going to try and lay it off under 1.5. Why are we laying? Well, we lay because most traders like to back. So by laying first, we should get matched quicker, because a lot of people will take our lay bets. They'll be backing. So that's why we do that. And this is all we do. We do this. We're starting to get taken. This is all we do. More often than not, games are misaligned in these markets. The benefit of these markets is that you get matched a lot quicker than, say, the correct score. And we do very well from this this type of trading, and so do some of our PMT members, some of which have been with us now for 5-6 years, and picking up £500-600-700 a week. These boys really, they know what they're doing. I have another screen, another monitor, which I can't show you on this video. It's not linked to this laptop, but basically it's the Bet Angel Professional game setup for this game, Celta Vigo. I've got it all on one screen. I've got the ladder interfaces for the important markets like the match odds, 2.5, 1.5, 3.5, and the correct score. I have the graphs on them, so I can see as soon as there is a change on the match odds on the 2.5, I can sort of get in, get out of trouble if need be. It's important to monitor the markets to see the changes, because these prices here on PMT are based currently on these prices. So if these prices change, obviously it affects these prices. You can't just put one back or lay in and sort of leave it, hope it gets matched. Different prices affect different positions. So we can see the liquidity here is it's not brilliant. It never is on this particular market. There's a big game, Leicester, Stoke City, sort of 30 minutes after, so that's obviously taking a lot of the liquidity up. 2.5 is always the most liquid, with of course the match odds. So literally we're just sort of waiting. We're in the queue now, waiting to get matched, and keeping an eye on this important price, and obviously what happens here. So, you know, these sites have just updated, and they're pushing Celta up and out a little bit, not by very much, but if the home favourite drifts, then more often than not the market expects less goals in the game, and therefore the under 2.5 and the other unders will drop. They'll come in, and with it the lower scores like the 0-1, 0-0, 1-0, 1-1. So it's important to keep an eye on what happens here. Pinnacle are probably the best sort of up to 2-3 hours before kickoff. Betfair often follow what Pinnacle do, and we have it all on one page on the PMT tool. That's the beauty. So whilst I advise another monitor to open your your software, Bet Angel Professional, these two are all you need. We also have links to stats, odds, so you can see what the bookmakers are doing. We'll have a quick look at that. We'll open up the odds, and we'll have a look at the match odds, and we can see that the bookies are kind of split really. They have around sort of 1.9 all the way up to sort of 2s, 2.5, 2.06. So they have the draw sort of 3.4, 3.6. So that kind of tells us that we're in a reasonable position here. Someone's jumped in ahead of us here, bastards. So, but we're not going to worry about that because we're in a good position on here. We're starting to get taken. 32 minutes to kick off. So we're in a we're in a pretty good position, because PMT is saying that once we get matched at this price, this is what the under 1.5 should be for. So that's what we will look to lay off, and make a quick £20, and then we'll try and do it again. We'll try and recycle again. Right, what we're going to do here, we're just looking. We know that the 3.5 is too high currently. This is what PMT is saying. So the two options are to lay it at one of these two prices, or back it at one of these two prices. Now, whilst I'd normally lay first, in this particular case I'm going to try to back at 1.42. And once we get matched, the price hopefully will drop down, and we'll nick a couple of ticks. Another quick update, and Pinnacle have just dropped their unders a little bit more. Max bet dropped it a tick, and now it's gone back up a tick. And we're just sort of looks like this price is going to go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this, because I don't want to lose this. I'm going to make sure. So I'm in here at 1.41. So I'm going to hang fire on that for a second. This is getting matched slowly. As I say, there's another game on sort of half an hour after the big Leicester Stoke televised game. So obviously that's taking a lot of liquidity away. So we have various options here. We'll just show you what happens if we do this. So if we back the over 3.5 currently at the price, then we'd be looking at an £18 loss. If we moved it up, so we need at least 3.45. 3.66 will give us £33. If we look at PMT, it's saying that based on the current odds and the position situation, that's exactly what it should be. But we're just gonna wait for now. We're not gonna submit it. We're not gonna get in the queue. We're just gonna wait. Okay, so we've been matched. We've finally been matched. Let's go back to that. Here we go. So let's just enter. If we took the current lay price, then we'd have £4 profit, but we don't want that. If we took the 4, and we're going to do that, we're going to get in the queue and try and get taken. PMT saying that's the correct price as we stand. Just keeping an eye on what's happening here, what's happening in the match odds. And we've still got this one open. So we're waiting at, we're starting to get taken at in here at 4. Unders have dropped a little bit, you can see. Just move this up a little bit. You can see that the unders have sort of slowly come in. And what that's done is actually pushed the over 1.5, 3.5, 4.5 prices up. This is what PMT currently has. Now the plan is, if it comes off, we're front of the queue here. As soon as this disappears, what I'll try and do is get in at 1.33. I'll look for the gap. We're only 10 minutes away from kickoff, because we know that's slightly low. And once we get taken at 1.33, then we'll try and get out at 3.95 or maybe 4. So that's the plan. Let's see what happens. It's all being taken all very slowly at the moment. Our other sort of position has gone well. It's correcting itself. Obviously, it's helping that the unders has come down slightly. Been following what's happening on the other bookies exchange spread firms. And here we go. So we've been taken. I'm going to just quickly go back here. So someone else obviously got the same idea. So you know, let's try it again. You know, we'll get in here. As soon as we're matched, we'll try and get out at 3.95, 3.9. See, the over 3.5 is looking good for us. So that's the plan. We've got a free £20. And if we sort of, you know, we come out, if we come out there, you know, we only got £5. We got 10 there. Or we can try and do, if we come out on this side, we've got a free £22 on the overs. You know, £33 on over 3.5. We know the price currently should be this, 3.7. So as long as the unders continue to come in, then the overs will drift up and out. So, and we got 10 minutes to kick off. So let's try and submit. Let's go in here and try and make a free £43 on here on this over. And we're just waiting in this market. Okay, it doesn't look like I'm going to get taken. It's 5 minutes to kick off. I'm going to try and jump to the front of the queue and just try and sort of 5 minutes to kick off. Just going to try and steal a little bit of sort of last minute profits. It's not always easy to do when you're doing a video. Give commentary, concentrate on what you're doing, etc. So here we go. We always get matched a lot more. So we just we got 3.9, but the trouble is, are we going to get matched at 3.9? Yeah, we'll give it a go. We'll give it a go. 3.5. Right, so we just rolled it on a little bit. You can see our trades. You've got a free £43 on over 3.5. Free £27 on under 1.5. No recycling there, well, only twice on the 1.5. Normally it'd be a few more times than that. There's the PMT tool. You can see markets have corrected themselves. Oh, it's just gone in play. And very good. Hope you learned something on that video, and you know, we'll see you again soon.